Hello everyone, and welcome to Live 1000 Years. Today we're going to be reading from subchapter 2 entitled Exercise from chapter 1 entitled Health. The topic is a body aerobics. Nobody walks in LA. So goes the 1980 song by the new wave group Missing Persons. It could be America's national anthem. Here's a good story to explain what I mean. My law colleague and I often go to lunch together. I usually drive. When we return to the office parking lot, I usually can't find an empty parking space right beside his office door, so I have to drive further down the parking aisle. I eventually locate an empty space a short distance away. "Can't you do better than that?" he complains. I shoot back, "Really, bro? You can't walk from here?" Then we both break out in laughter. It's similar to a woman I know who loves to shop for clothes at a discount mall. One day she drove us around the mall parking lot for what seemed like an hour before she finally located an empty parking spot next to the main entrance doors. When we then walked several hours from one clothing store to another inside the shopping mall. Simply put, Americans have stopped walking, or even moving for that matter. I rarely see anyone shuffling their feet down a sidewalk. Nowadays, most adults only walk from their homes to their cars to their office and back to their cars and homes again. Most children only walk from their home to their parents' cars to their school classroom and back to their cars and home again. No one seems to play or linger outdoors during the free time anymore. Instead, most people normally vegetate inside their home, gazing hypnotically at computers, iPads, smartphone screens until they go to bed. No wonder 2 out of 3 Americans are obese or overweight. In the Latin countries of Central and South America, where people simply can't afford cars or don't want one, people walk everywhere. They walk from their homes to public transportation facilities to their workplace. They walk to malls and grocery stores and restaurants and public parks. They walk to family and friends' homes. They walk to doctors and dentist appointments. They're always moving. No wonder most of them carry normal body weights. We don't need a scientific study to figure out why. The answer is aerobic exercise. Exercise is a choice. We can choose good health by making exercise a regular habit in our lives. My ex-wife summed it up perfectly. If we eat natural foods, exercise, and reduce our stress, we can choose to be healthy, although it is never guaranteed, she said. But if we choose to ignore these good habits, we guarantee ourselves an unhappy life. Very wise words. Aerobic exercise is an excellent way to maintain a healthy lifestyle. An aerobic exercise is generally a low-intensity activity that usually lasts no more than several minutes. During an aerobic exercise, we have sufficient oxygen intake to supply the energy demands placed upon our muscles. Examples of aerobic exercise include slow and graceful walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, rowing, kayaking, tennis, golf, and yoga. Anaerobic exercise, in contrast, is also an excellent way to maintain a healthy lifestyle, although not quite as beneficial as aerobic exercise. An anaerobic exercise is generally a high-intensity activity that usually lasts less than several minutes. During an anaerobic exercise, we do not have sufficient oxygen intake to supply the energy demands placed upon our muscles. Because of our oxygen insufficiency, our muscles break down sugars and cause high lactic acid production and waste molecules, all of which results in performance fatigue. Examples of anaerobic exercise include the same exercise listed for aerobic exercises, but the exercises are performed rapidly and with more intensity, such as sprinting instead of merely walking or jogging, or swimming slowly or gracefully. Anaerobic exercises also include basketball, weightlifting, and calisthenics such as push-ups, sit-ups, and jumping jacks. Aerobic exercises compared to anaerobic exercises enables us to exercise for long periods of time, potentially burn more calories and fat, and have less stress to our muscles, joints, and hearts. For several years now, I have made it a regular habit of swimming 1 mile every other day in an Olympic swimming pool. Swimming is clearly a top contender for the #1 form of aerobic exercise. It combines the heart and muscle strengthening exercising of walking and jogging with the body stretching exercises of yoga, with the mental calming and mindfulness exercises of meditation. It also eliminates the need for a shower or a bath in the day. I kind of like the fact that most people don't enjoy swimming. I don't have time, they pout. It's way too cold getting in and out of the pool, they complain. The chlorine makes my hair feel like straw, they grumble. And my favorite remark, I don't know how to swim. Please don't get me wrong. There's many people like myself who love swimming. We love to live to swim. But I'm clearly happy most people don't like to swim. They enable me to cruise smoothly down an empty swimming pool lane with no wake disrupting my body flow. Experts tell us that swimming, as well as other types of physical exercise, especially aerobic exercises, boosts our energy, helps us maintain a healthy weight or even lose weight, strengthens our immune system, lowers our risk of diseases such as diabetes and hypertension, sparks our sex life, and enables us to sleep better. Exercise also calms our mind, improves our mood, and instills confidence and self-esteem. Whenever I experience a stressful day in the courtroom, a slow, graceful swim always, and I mean always, relaxes my body, quiets my mind, and lifts my spirits. There is, however, one strange thing about exercise that I could never quite figure out. Our body naturally loves to be pampered. Our body loves to eat, loves to drink, loves massages, loves facials, loves manicures, loves sex, loves sleep. The reasons are obvious. These activities bring us pleasure and avoid pain. But for some strange reason, most people rarely say their bodies love to exercise. You would think the opposite would be true, since exercise clearly benefits our body and mind, just like eating, drinking, massages, facials, manicures, sex, and sleep. My conversation with my twin sons when they were 8 years old illustrate the point. I asked them, "What baseball position do you like?" Noah responded, "Shortstop, because there's lots of action." Connor smiled, "Catcher, because I get to sit down." Maybe the lack of desire to exercise has something to do with the pleasure versus pain concept. Many times physical exercise, especially anaerobic exercise, causes us physical painful fatigue. Feel the burn, personal trainers advise us. Or possibly, maybe it's gravity. Getting off the couch and exercises requires more physical effort than lying down on the couch and just vegetating. Whatever the cause, we need to find a way to overcome our natural resistance to exercise. One way I discovered to overcome this resistance was to find an exercise that's fun and convenient and low cost. I also discovered that staying focused upon the end result, that is, upon a healthy and strong body and a calm and confident mind, gave me the emotional leverage I needed to find pleasure in exercising instead of the pain. To help track the health benefits of our exercise,